Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Coffee and Chats.
The only podcast not sponsored by our reptilian overlords, but not for lack of trying.
Yeah.
I'm Daniel White.
We're still here, like reptilian overlords. We're here, by the way.
Yeah, what the hell?
Come on.
We need that sponsor money to survive, you guys. I mean, we're artists.
Sorry, continue.
Our
You were
Patreons.
saying who you were.
I was just saying I'm Daniel White.
I'm Mike DC.
I am Tim Porter.
Oh wow.
That was
That's
very...
my first time I've ever said my surname.
Oh
It is
crap.
actually, yeah. I just
Ever.
realized. I actually realized that when I was thinking about this episode, we haven't mentioned your surname in the podcast. We always introduce you as Tim. I don't know why that is.
I'm classic Tim.
Yeah,
but-
something about it.
Good old Tim.
The reason why I did that intro is because I remember that you tried, not tried to, you
I know.
you didn't try to, you actually did emulate my the cadence I do
Yeah.
when I'm introducing
Yeah,
Coffee and Chats.
Chats.
Coffee and Chats.
Oh,
Emphasis
funny.
on the and.
Yeah, I liked it. I appreciate it. That's why I kind of noted it.
Yeah.
I made sure to emulate it.
Yeah, I saw the notes that you showed me.
Yeah,
we're-
I've been taking notes on all the episodes. I'm basically our biggest fan now, like support wise. I'm
Okay,
going back and
awesome.
listening over all the episodes and typing out all our subjects so we don't double up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, I mean,
very-
we're definitely going to.
Oh, yeah.
we have,
Yeah,
and we
never.
will in the future.
Oh,
but
yeah. No,
it's good to
that's-
know. Have a little directory.
So,
I'm back.
yeah.
Yay!
DC's here with us, which is lovely.
Whoop whoop.
It's always nice to have the whole crew back together.
That's true. Yeah.
Back at full strength.
The band is back together.
When was the last time we actually recorded a show
A full episode
and released
together.
it?
Like,
Released
so
it.
long ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, our original number 8 was going to be all
yeah,
three of us.
Yeah, our original number 8 was all three of us, and that was, jeez, that was like,
That was 4 weeks ago.
that was like, yeah, that was almost a month ago. Or
And
something.
as mentioned, that episode, like as you guys mentioned in the last episode, we're going to talk about ABC's of Death 2, but I have to watch it
Yeah,
this
exactly,
time.
yeah.
I'm definitely, because last time I kind of felt a little bit out of the loop.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm going to watch it.
I
and
think
we're
we'll
gonna-
all watch it together.
Yeah.
yeah,
again,
I think we
because
could do
that's
that.
fun.
I think that'd be fun. Yeah,
great
third
fun.
time. Yeah,
'Cause as you said, it's good for watching together. So,
Yeah.
but we'll leave that for the ABC's of 2.
yeah, absolutely.
Anyway,
That's something to look forward to.
what up, Dan? What up?
Not much DC. I've been kept quite busy by college at the moment, so unfortunately my life isn't very exciting.
All right, cool. All right, Tim, what up?
Moving on.
Sorry, Dan,
Okay,
continue.
gonna stop you right there. Tim.
You're boring. Shut up, Tim.
It's like in the last episode. You just went,
I
let's move on.
I saw one of those would you rather games on the internet, and there was one of them which was like, would you rather end every sentence you say with "in the bed" or start every sentence you say with "I'ma let you finish"? Like, yeah, no, obvious answer is obvious.
Or have to interrupt everyone like
Yeah.
mid sentence.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you finish.
You can't actually start a sentence. You have to let someone else start a sentence, and then you can interrupt.
Yeah, so you can just
be
tell them
awful.
that you're going to let them finish because
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
need to know
They do need to
that you're
know.
not going to interrupt them. So you interrupt them.
Yeah,
And you
absolutely.
let him finish.
Yeah, you let them finish.
Sorry, Daniel. Okay.
On the subject of interruptions, I was interrupted.
Many times.
I watched I don't know if you guys have seen this. I watched the trailer for Captain America: Civil War.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my goodness, I'm super excited.
Yeah, I've seen so many people super excited.
Myself and Dan have mentioned that we really like Captain America 2: Winter Soldier. What do you think of it, Tim?
It's a good one. It's
Yeah.
it's real good.
Yeah, it is.
Good old Bucky.
It's a very good film, and I'm looking forward to this one.
yeah.
Because Bucky's in it, and all the girls think he's handsome.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's very handsome.
Rather. His lovely hair.
I don't. I'm.
I mean, I don't know.
good?
I don't know if I think.
He's very handsome. Sorry.
I think I'd be more attracted to Chris Evans, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know what it is about me as a person, but I kind of prefer like Chris Evans, sort of very.
body
He's very
type kind of
like
thing?
no, not his body type. Like he's very clean shaven. He's very sort of. You know what I mean? Like there's something like Bucky's.
more-
Bucky's thing is kind of that he's a bit rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a little bit like he's a little bit bedraggled almost
Yeah.
would be the term.
In
I'd
the
use.
original one, he wasn't so.
Yeah.
He wasn't so.
No, that's a very good point. Yes, when he was in World War II, he was very clean shaven.
Yeah, and he
as
was well put
befitting a
together.
soldier.
But
would, yeah.
then
I like we're talking
when
about
he,
like,
died.
dude, spoilers.
Oh my god.
We're
No,
really
like-
talking about the movie.
No, but I like the way we're just talking about which Captain America character is more attractive, or which we find more attractive. Okay, actually no,
Fawn
but
over him some more.
oh yeah, no, but actually, sorry, no, this is the point I wanted to make. I realized the other day that I think Captain America is one of my favorite characters out of the Avengers, is because I actually start to really love the boring character out of kind of like funny characters, you know?
Yeah,
Because he
yeah.
is, because
The
he,
straight man.
yeah, he is the straight man,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like he's not really boring, no, but he is the boring character. That's
Yeah.
like his thing. But sometimes being the boring character is the most funniest thing. Like most funniest is the
Yeah.
funniest thing.
I know, I'd agree with that. Like, I think there's a lot to be said for the fact that he's sort of the, you know, he's the vanilla of the Avengers. Like, he doesn't have any of the sort of, you know, superpowers of the others. I mean, obviously Iron Man's just in a suit, but he doesn't have that.
Yeah.
He's very much just a very fit person, effectively.
Well, I mean, he's been kind of whatever kind of mutated by the
yeah,
serum
yeah.
he was given, but he is still
Yep,
mostly
drugs.
human.
Drugs did that.
Drugs people.
Yeah.
I,
Although,
I like the way that he kind of everyone's always said this, but he used to always preach about like winners don't use drugs, yet drugs have given him everything that he's
it was
all the
technically,
superhero.
I guess it was technically a serum, which might be different. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Like, comment, subscribe if it's different.
Also, if it's the same.
Yeah.
Just please like, comment, and subscribe.
What was it?
Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, I think. Wait, how many tangents have we gone on at this stage?
This is about Captain America being the straight man.
We were talking about Captain America being the straight man. I'd agree. I actually really like a lot of his lines because he is the straight man, and I also think that they do a very good job of. I think they do an interesting job of sort of getting, because I guess like, you know, Captain America is from a very different time, and like, you know, and he sort of represents the best of that time, and I think that's really interesting. Like,
Yeah.
like that they sort of do a really good job of that, because obviously, you know, he could be, you know, you could write him very differently because of that, because he's from such a different time. You could write him to be much more disconnected.
Well, I think that he was like, his prime time back in the day was during like the World War, so his ability to assess a situation when there is a crisis going on is so perfect. It's like really keen sense. Like,
Yeah.
they just kind of accept that he's the leader when crisis is going down. I mean,
yeah.
Iron Man will take the piss out of him like at the drop of a hat outside of like a big war situation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Civil War, one might say.
Yeah.
But he like took command during the invasion in the Avengers and stuff. So
Yeah.
like, he's a good chap.
Yeah, he's a, you know, natural leader, strong, charismatic type, etc., which is his whole thing.
What I found interesting about the trailer, and I hope I'm not really spoiling too
No,
much,
I don't mind
because the
spoilers,
premise of it is kind of self-explanatory. But I like the way with the trailer is that they're kind of making Iron Man out as Iron Man in it would be the antagonist in a because it's a Captain America film, and they're making him out to be kind of an antagonist with this, even though he's still Iron Man. But it's kind of a very, like, I wouldn't say kind of risky enough, but
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Have you guys read or know much about the Civil War storyline in the actual Marvel comics?
I don't know too much about it. But I know one or two bits of it. But not really.
I've
So-
never read any of the comics. I'm just an occasional
So,
movie buff.
so I'll fill you guys in and our audience. So the Civil War is all about a thing called the Superhero Registration Act. So there's an event where as a superhero improperly uses their powers and a number of innocent civilians die, and there's outrage across America because of this. So they introduced the Superhero Registration Act, which basically says all superheroes have to register their identity with the government. So we know who everyone is, and they're not saying it's all kept very secret. Like, they're not going to disclose it to anyone, but just so that they can hold people responsible for events like that. When a superhero does something like that leads to, you know, innocent lives being lost, that they are as accountable as anyone else, and that's the idea.
Okay.
And so the central conflict is there's the superheroes who like agree with this piece of legislation, and Iron Man is sort of he's the main character of that, because obviously Tony Stark is one of the most public superheroes in the Marvelverse. So he's like, yeah, absolutely, everyone should register, because, you know, if we don't have oversight, then we're the same as the villains, because we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And then actually, like, it's kind of surprisingly, Captain America is the opposite. He stands for the people who want to stay anonymous. And he's like, well, no, because this is like infringing on their right to liberty and their privacy, and like, you know, like, if you give this information away, people can use it for terrible things. So then there's this whole conflict, and it's very much like like the movie, in the sense that it's a conflict between Captain America and Iron Man in many ways. I think that they're going to do a better job than the comics did, because the comics did the comics thing where they're not very good at subtlety. So then Iron Man just became like the villain. And like, so there's this thing in the Marvel Universe called the Negative Zone, which is like where nothing should exist, and he builds a prison in the Negative Zone, and locks people in there because they're rebelling against the Superhuman Registration Act. And the negative zone is so bad that people start to go insane and kill themselves in the prison. And he's just sort of cool with that because it's better than them, like it's important that the government knows their identity, and you're like, no, Iron Man, oh my god, stop. You have to
that's a pretty dick move from Iron Man.
and there's also a really hilarious panel right at the start of Civil War where you guys know Doctor Strange.
Yep.
The what is it, Sorcerer Supreme, most powerful magical man on Earth.
Cool.
There's a really hilarious panel at the start of Civil War where he's just in the Antarctic meditating, which is what he does all the time, and he has just some monk who just brings him food and stuff, and he goes, Doctor Strange, couldn't you just solve all this in a second? He goes, yes, but I won't. that's his inclusion in the story. It's just,
I love that.
I mean, his actual reason is like, oh, it's important that they sort it out themselves because I can't solve all their problems for them. But it's just really funny because he's just like, couldn't you sort this out? Yeah, I could. It's like letting your kids fight because they need to learn how to deal with conflict.
Yeah, but it's also like people who read the comics will be like, why didn't Doctor Strange just come in and fix it? So they're
exactly,
like kind of
they're subverting that.
Yeah, subverting it.
Yeah,
but I think one thing that I think about the whole registration thing is if a superhero is registered as having been associated with an event, are they responsible? Like, do they have to take responsibility and like pay for something or rebuild? And would that disincentivize them to save people at all? Kind of thing? Is that one of the kind of main arguments?
I think that's that's part of the argument is that people might not be able to answer for what they've done and stuff like that, and then even
prevent the world being destroyed,
and then even
exactly,
and then even the fact that sort of superheroes fight supervillains and supervillains are sort of so dangerous that they're kind of the only people who could arguably deal with them. So there's sort of that element as well. But yeah, it's not a bad plotline overall. There's some really interesting stuff. Like there's like one of the most interesting characters in the storyline is Spider-Man, who initially, because obviously Spider-Man, one of his big things is that nobody knows who he is. Like, bring me pictures of Spider-Man.
I want pictures of Spider-Man.
but like
I heard he wasn't in the trailer.
No, he wasn't actually. I didn't see him. So I don't know if he'll be in the movies, but he's actually really interesting because he's initially really unsure, but at the time he's actually working for Iron Man. He's working for Iron Man as Peter Parker, and Iron Man knows obviously because Iron Man's not stupid. And then Iron Man sort of persuades him, and gives him a suit called the Iron Spider, which is like a basically an Iron Man suit but for Spider-Man, and it's got extra arms, which is really cool. And then there's a big fight, and actually Spider-Man ends up like one-on-one fighting Captain America, and it's a really awesome fight because it's just like Spider-Man's like, oh my god, I have basically a magic suit and I still can't beat him because he's so good at fighting because it's all he's done for all his life. So like it's just a guy with a shield who's able to fight him for ages, and like over the course of the fight, he feels sort of persuaded by Captain America. And there's actually a really cool bit where he takes the shield off Captain America, but then Captain America runs away. But then when the fight ends, he leaves the shield there because he's like, it's not mine to take. And he strings it up with webs so that it'll be easy to find, and leaves it there so Captain America can go back to it later. Cool. Which I always thought was really cool because it's sort of like he's respecting his opponent. He's like, no, this isn't. I can't take this from you.
It's an honor system.
Yeah, it's nice. And then he does change sides and actually sides with the anti-registration side. And they're sort of ultimately portrayed as the good guys and win the conflict. And the Registration Act is cancelled.
Cool. We're probably going to have to put up like a skip to this point annotation if you don't want spoilers.
Well, I mean, it's a really old plotline.
Yeah.
It's from 2000. And
probably so is the Avengers and all of those kinds of things. But
a
lot of people don't know about it. Like,
that's fair.
I don't know about it.
I was actually going to say I think the plotline's going to be quite different, just based on the start. But I do think that the Registration Act is still going to play a part.
Yeah.
Because of in the trailer, do you see, the way there was that big sheaf of documents.
Yeah.
I assumed that and he's like, oh, we've got to be held accountable. And that's my impression of whoever the actor was who plays the old man. Yeah. My perfect impression. And I presume that's going to be, so it'll play part of it, but it doesn't look like it'll play as important a part because of the whole thing where Bucky's going to be a much bigger role.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like some, just the overall theme of superheroes versus superheroes kind of thing.
I think that's it. I think I think you're absolutely right. I think thematically it's about a schism within the superhero community.
Yeah.
And who picks what side. But I'm very excited about it. That fight scene at the end of the trailer,
Yeah.
that was so well shot.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was so cool.
I think I've seen like a flash of that. Isn't it just Bucky and
Yeah, Buggy
Yeah.
and Captain
Just
America and like
wailing
Iron Man sort
on
of in
him.
the middle, and
Yeah.
like it's just so cool. Like
Yeah.
there's this great bit where the shield sort of bounces around the room and Captain America catches it and stuff. Oh, it's so awesome.
spatial awareness?
I don't know.
is
I don't
on
know.
point.
I don't know who like choreographs those fight scenes.
Well, if it's the same person from
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, it's the guy who choreographed the raid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That makes a lot
Wow,
of sense.
that is-
then.
I know I could be. Someone told me that. I think it's right. A lot of people told me that.
I could believe that.
But
Yeah.
I do get that from Winter Soldier. But if it's the same, that makes sense because
Oh, man.
that's some
sure.
of the best fight
He is
choreography I've
a
ever
very
seen.
good fight
Raid.
choreographer.
Yeah,
Wow. Fair play.
but no, that fight was really
Top
cool.
billing,
I
yeah.
just hope there's like more like that. You know,
Yeah,
more
just-
because they're very Captain America's a very like martial arts kind of like fighty
Yeah, yeah.
superhero.
Yeah, yeah.
And Winter Soldier had a lot of cool fighting
Yeah,
moments.
exactly,
So
yeah.
I would love that in this one. Like,
Yeah, more of that. That was because it was just so cool.
More, please.
And yeah, but I do think it'll be interesting because I think Civil War will give Captain America like I think it'll like from the point of view of fight choreography, it'll give an interesting opportunity to like because obviously Winter Soldier was very much like Captain America fighting other humans and like you know everyone's martial artists or everyone's got some sort of fighting skill, but like he's
Yeah.
mostly fighting other people.
Yeah.
It would be cool if Civil War was a lot more like here's how he fights you know superhero X and here's how he fights superhero Y and sort of like how he would fight based on their powers.
yeah.
I don't know how that might be like different to implement or whatever, but it would be really, really interesting. Yeah.
Good stuff. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it now.
So
I'm
am
gonna
I.
go home and watch the trailer because the thing with trailers is I don't like to like watch them because I found them on Facebook or because I've searched them out. I like them to kind of come to me naturally.
Like, you know, like at the cinema. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I,
fine.
Yeah,
I
it's-
didn't
it's-
watch the Star Wars trailers for so long, and everyone was telling me all about them. Like, cool. And
Yeah.
then one came up on my suggested for you YouTube videos, and I was like, now is the time.
Yeah.
The time has come.
I remember seeing like one of the first Star Wars, the one where the Millennium Falcon just flies out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I saw that one in the cinema, and I was like, I want to see it now.
It's coming. Observation I made recently. It's coming out on my half birthday.
I don't know what that
17th.
means. I was actually going to ask
It's
you.
exactly 6 months opposite your birthday.
Ah.
So my birthday is the 17th of June, and it's coming out on the 17th of December.
When's
nice.
our half birthday? I'm saying our half birthday because me and Dan are born on the same day.
We are.
Yeah, yeah. Not even the same year, same day we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
born. Yeah. But when's our? I don't
6
know.
months after, I guess, then it's the 8th of December.
Yeah.
Oh, were you 8th of June?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we're all nearby.
We're all June here.
Summer
Yeah.
babies.
June bug. Is that a thing?
Doodle bug. Well, the Dune bug is like a dune buggy.
A doodle bug is wham.
Wham.
What? That's what the.
Wait, no, a June
Wow.
bug is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I've heard June bug
I
before.
think it is a thing. I don't know what it means, but I think it's a thing.
Next time we'll do a little bit of research.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I was listening back over the previous podcast, and I heard you say that for the first time on air.
Yeah.
And I was like, nostalgia.
Did I say that in an episode?
Yeah, we did.
I think
Jesus.
I think when you
I'm
say
listening
that, we
back.
should try and back it with the actual track from.
Dragon Ball Z.
So good.
Oh
Listen to that
man.
again recently. It's so cool. And afterwards, we would jump into a whole bunch of anime stuff. So I've been watching the latest Netflix original anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. And
How
it's-
many Netflix original animes are there at this stage? Actually,
I don't know. This is the only one that I'm
I
aware
thought
of.
this is the only one right now. Actually,
Yeah,
I think it
The
is.
only one I've heard about.
Oh, fair enough.
There's
Sorry,
there's not too much Netflix original shows.
No.
no, there's not too much. I thought there was another. I thought there was another anime though, but
Yeah,
never mind.
it's a Netflix original, but it was done in like collaboration with Aniplex. So I assume Aniplex just couldn't quite get the funding, and Netflix was like, "Throw money at you," and then they're as long as we can put our name on it. Yeah. So they released the whole thing, and it's a pretty good series. I mean, it is silly and
Of course.
a little bit of ridiculousness here and there because
Anime,
it
yeah.
is mostly shonen, but yeah, it's a fun one. And all the Seven Deadly Sins aren't quite the way you'd expect them to be.
So I'm just going to slow you down, Tim.
Okay.
I have no idea what this anime is about. What's it about?
Well, let me tell you.
Oh wow.
So there's this kingdom. It's actually based in like Scotland and the north of Britain,
okay.
and not real facts. But the Seven Deadly Sins were these really, really powerful magicians who were part of these people called the Holy Knights, who were like these people who were ordained with these like godlike powers in a time when demons roamed the earth, and we had to kind of suppress those. And in the distant past, we like put down the demons, and here we are today, kind of thing.
And then someone keeps killing them, and then Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman have to find the killer.
Holy shit, is that the anime?
What's that a reference to?
That's Seven.
Seven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't get that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's continue, please.
I'm an idiot. But anyway, yeah. So the kingdom is kind of protected by the Holy Knights for years and years and years, but then they start getting bored, and then the Grand Master of the Holy Knights is murdered, and everybody blames the 7 deadly sins, who are like the 7 most absolutely powerful warriors in the land, and they're all righteous and stuff. And there's like leaders among the people who are going against like the 7 deadly sins, who are kind of like pointing the finger and saying these guys did it, kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's not totally revealed until very near the end who exactly it is that was doing the like rumor spreading and finger pointing. But essentially they all go into hiding for like 10 years, and then the Holy Knights start like having a coup and like taking over the kingdom, and they start like abusing their power and like destroying cities because of like really fleeting like silly reasons. Like in one of the first episodes, one of the Holy Knights, Gilthunder, shoves a magic sword into the ground and stops the groundwater from filling up all the wells. And it was a town that was like a brewer's town, so they had this famous ale, so they couldn't make any money. But then the Holy Knights came along and did this, and 7 deadly sins come along after the princess of the realm. The princess of the realm is trying to round up the 7 deadly sins to stop the Holy Knights from like taking over completely, because the king is dying and he's been like put in prison, and some of the princesses have been put in prison.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's rounding up the 7 deadly sins to fight this and bring order back to the realm, kind of thing. And it's pretty intricate, and it's quite cool. I really like it, because you know the way 7 deadly sins like is a little bit of an anime trope with like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah. Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah. Where
and
like
Seven,
Lust.
the anime.
Yeah.
And
Wait, what?
But like in Full Metal Alchemist.
I can't tell if you're kidding.
No, there isn't. But that'll be great though.
like in Full Metal Alchemist.
Actually would. Yeah.
Greed is like a greedy thing, and lust is like a really sexy lady and is very lustful, and like gluttony is like this guy that devours everything. But then in this one, there are kind of more subtle reasons why they are the 7 deadly sins.
Okay.
Like more publicly known reasons are like, oh, this person is defined by this thing, but you get to know a lot more about the person watching the series than like the people in the world do, because they see them as the like personifications of those sins. But when you actually see them in person interacting with each other, they're not that kind of way at all, you know?
Okay.
And I won't give it all away, as I tend to do on this podcast. So I'll let you all go on and watch it in your spare time.
I love fantasy.
It's good.
And I love anime. And I really like fantasy anime.
Yeah.
So I'll watch it.
Fair enough.
There you go. Yeah. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantasy animes, eh?
Fair enough.
Have you been watching one recently?
Yes, actually, I have.
Yay.
I've been watching Hunter x Hunter.
Yay.
At Tim's recommendation.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
I'm really enjoying it.
It is so good.
I haven't watched a huge number of episodes. I'm on to the third Hunter's trial. And I really like it so far. I quite like I kind of like, it's very it's very I don't know, it's very I suppose, I don't know how to put it exactly, like it's predictable in a way, like you kind of know all the beats that it's going to take. And that's not a bad thing at all, but I really like it, and I quite like the animation style. But yeah, it's really interesting.
One of my favorite things is how quickly they pace it.
Yeah,
like early on, like he gets out of the little hometown and hops on a boat and is beginning the first trial like in the first episode.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It is really accelerated, and only in like the first 5 episodes are they like getting into the meat and potatoes of the trial exam.
Speaking of meat and potatoes, this will probably date the episode, but happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Oh, yeah,
cool.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's today.
I was gonna
I knew it was today.
On the day of recording, we're recording this on Thanksgiving Day. So happy belated Thanksgiving to you, Irish people.
We're not taking the day off.
And Americans, because I'm sure there's someone from America.
Yeah, why not?
Oh yeah,
everyone all over the world.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to all our fans in Antarctica.
you finish your point, Tim, and then I'll ask the question.
I was going to make pumpkin pie, but I didn't. What was my point? I lost my point.
You were talking about Hunter x Hunter and how quickly they paste it.
Yeah,
I like that.
What are you guys thankful for this year?
Jeez, what am I thankful for? Friends, things happening, business. Like, I've had a couple weird things happen over the last year. Like, I dropped out of college and I haven't quite got much direction, and I'm in a relatively significant, well, insignificant on like a world scale, but like significant enough to me that it's like, this is all that you have to do kind of thing.
Of course, naturally, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
so
you know.
like I'm in debt, and I'm trying to work through that, and it was really, really frustrating for the first couple months, but now I have a lot of support from a whole bunch of people. Like, doing this is a great distraction from it.
Right.
I love it, and it's making me very, very happy to have something to focus on, like outside of my music and like that kind of stuff. But it's also motivated me to do other stuff. Like, this takes about, like, if we did it regularly, it would take about an hour a week.
Yeah.
And we'd hang out and we'd discuss stuff, and Mikey and I are doing a bit of recording
Yep.
of some very secret stuff.
Secret stuff.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Oh, I love Avatar.
You know, yeah, we're just recording stuff for a video, and I'm just gonna get some footage for something.
Yeah.
And that's it. Myself and Tim are doing that.
Yeah, and it's just given me so much like extra motivation that I didn't know that I could get from doing something like this. So
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for you guys
Aww.
for adopting me to the podcast.
You can't leave. I'm sorry.
That's
I don't intend to at all.
That's one of the main reasons why I really wanted to kind of I kind of really warmed up the idea of doing it with the two of you, because not doing this podcast stuff, not it. Sorry, the podcast stuff.
Doing it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because everybody's just going to motivate each other whenever we start doing stuff, and it's not going to be all like, oh, I wanted to do this, but I'm keeping it off, and just like, but
yeah, I think we're
either Dan will just be like, do it, and then I'll do it.
Yeah, do it.
Continue.
We're all kind of mutually motivating each other.
I agree. I'd say the same thing. I'm very thankful for setting up this channel, because it's actually a lot of fun. It's really interesting to me how, like, when you're doing something like this that you really enjoy, it's actually just it doesn't even feel like work. It's just really, like, I mean, it gets hard at times, like, definitely when you're like when I'm trying to write the script, the thing I mentioned before.
Yeah.
God, I'm really bad at writing scripts, but like, it's really, like, it's fun, you know. It's still fun even when it's hard, and like thinking about it is fun. But yeah, it's cool. I'm really glad about this.
You should try just recording notes of you talking, just recording it if you can talk about it better. Because I remember you talked about that. You can say what you want to say all you want, but you can't write down. Just record it like that and just write down bits like that, and maybe just kind of work on
I'll give
like
that a try.
But that's that. I'm very thankful for this as well, and also my family and friends, and the people keep me.
Wait, I'm thankful for my family and friends too.
Sorry. Family. That's obvious. Family, friends. So no, actually, I'm
not. Fuck those guys.
I'm very thankful to.
What you gonna do now? Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, we keep interrupting you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Sorry, DC.
It's okay. I forgot what I was thankful for.
You were thankful for your family and friends.
Yeah,
and
no,
support.
of course, and just the support. Like I too have also been going kind of weird stuff as well, where I didn't feel like I had any direction at all, and I feel like I'm slowly slivering my way towards something that resembles a direction, maybe forward. I don't know. I feel like so, and I just kind of I'm thankful for people kind of sticking by me for that instead of saying, no, forget it, fuck you. You know.
As a final point, I'm also thankful to Domi for making the splash art for this podcast.
Yay.
Same here. I'm very thankful for Domi.
Yeah, we should call her out specifically, because we don't say enough thanks.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
Thanks,
If
Domi.
we're doing specifics, I have to shout out to Charlotte, because she has been super awesome.
Yeah, she
and
made you
put
that
up with a
fudge.
lot of shit from me, particularly lately, but she's awesome.
And that fudge.
Oh man, that fudge. You didn't
I'm
get
not
any
even
of
a
the
fudge guy.
I didn't get any
Oh
fudge.
fuck.
I'm not getting any fudge.
No,
Oh,
we
man.
mentioned it on the
How-
podcast.
How dare you?
Oh, this is it's
Oh,
become very
she's
domestic.
gonna send me more for Christmas.
I'm going.
Oh.
You better give me some.
She'll get some.
Oh my god.
I will start throwing karate chops.
Oh,
It's true,
so
we won't
good.
stop.
I don't stop.
From this point onwards, I will be continuously karate chopping.
So, for a bit of closure, for a bit of podcast closure, I've talked about many times in real life, IRL, and maybe once or twice on the podcast, that I've always wanted to buy a 3DS because that's the next console I want to get.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. I got one.
Woo! Yeah.
I haven't played it yet though. I got it. I haven't but I got Monster Hunter 4 and Xenoblade Chronicles. I heard Xenoblade Chronicles is good, and I've listened to the soundtrack and it's very good.
It's true, it is.
But I don't know anything about the game except for the premise and the lore of it, because the lore, the idea of the world is really cool. And if you don't know about it, then look into yourself.
There it is.
Because it's kind of cool.
Fuck you.
And Monster Hunter 4, I really liked the original Monster Hunters, and this one actually looked kind of very fun and very interesting stuff. And I also have friends who have it, so I can play with them.
Oh, that's awesome. I at one stage I downloaded the demo to Monster Hunter 4, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. Excuse me. I think I'll buy it. So I bought it off Amazon, and then they were just like, yeah, we fucked up. Sorry. So it just never arrived, and I never got around to ordering it again. I just
Did you get your money back?
Oh yeah, no, they gave me the money back, no problem. They were just like, yeah.
I ordered it off Amazon. I probably got your copy. They
Yeah.
were saving for it.
but oh yeah,
I want to
no.
give you one, but Mikey hasn't got his yet.
But like, I just never got around to ordering again. But yeah, that's my experience.
Get it so we can play it. It'll be cool.
That's a good idea. Cool. Just to go back to Hunter x Hunter super quick. Is that why you thought of Thanksgiving because of hunting?
No.
Okay, I just wanted.
I was gonna say it like a while back, and then I kind of was looking for the right segue.
Oh, fair enough.
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
That's our podcastly John Wayne impression that we will do.
Yep, that's it.
Like, comment, subscribe for more.
For more John Wayne.
If a single person comments on this, I will make it a thing that I John Wayne for the next couple episodes.
Oh my gosh, that's super exciting. I'm almost tempted to cheat it and do it myself.
Okay, get to your Hunter x Hunter comment, please.
Sorry, yeah, I'm really enjoying
so
it
many
so far.
tangents.
I really.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What? I was just gonna ask, who's your favorite character?
Oh, my favorite character comes in a lot later than you've seen.
Okay, fair enough.
But for how far you've seen, probably Hisoka. He is like a dark, mysterious figure,
Yeah.
like very early on. But he also realized that he is super, super powerful.
Oh yeah, he's
Like,
really interesting.
One of his introduction in it was like he's walking through the group, and somebody bumps into him and doesn't apologize, so he makes their arms disappear.
Yeah, he turns their arms.
And
into...
that affected me. Like any time now that I bump into someone, I do the Canadian thing and apologize for like someone else bumping into me, and I'm like, oh sorry, like even in passing, they won't even notice, but like
They're not a magician,
apologize. They're not,
unless
they
you're in
might be.
Vegas, then they might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
He turns the guy's arms into butterflies. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, he turns them into all the different suits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, into like blue suits. Like he turns them into like clubs and diamonds.
Yeah,
and
because
hearts
he's
and...
card based.
Yeah,
Playing cards because
he's a
he's the
magician.
Joker. I think is the idea.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez.
But not like the Batman Joker, like the Joker from a deck of cards.
Yeah, and later on you start to understand why he's so powerful. But like, end of the series, like, well, as far as it's gone now, it's definitely going to keep going. But we still don't know.
Yeah.
Why he's so powerful.
Yeah. No, it's very good. I think so far my favorite's probably Leorio, because kind of the same reason you like Captain America, because like of sort of the like party of heroes. Initially, he's the only one who like struggles, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because he's like the comic relief character, and like and stuff like that. Like he's sort of he's the comic relief. He's depicted as the butt of a lot of jokes, but like when he actually does stuff, like it's a lot more effort for him. Like even for example in the first trial in the Hunter exam is just like jog for like 70 miles. That's all it is. It's just 70 miles of jogging, just following this one guy. And like he barely makes it, and then he he's like the furthest behind of the entire like group of the heroes, and like he only makes it because like someone else encourages him. But like because of that, because he's much more like flawed, I relate to him a lot more because he's like someone I understand.
He's really honest, and I think he's a great little character. He has like the best theme. It's like a jazzy theme.
Yeah.
it's good to have that character in a shonen anime, the kind of the down to earth one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it is.
And because it's like someone has to kind of like, I'm like this guy, but not like the super powerful characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he is really, really powerful. You realize later on he is actually very powerful.
He's got his own, like, I mean, like, he's powerful. He's got his own talents as well. Like, he's a medicine man. That's like that's what he like trained for and stuff.
Yeah, to be a doctor. And his tragic little story, like,
Yeah.
he plays it down a lot, but like, you see the little flashbacks and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's actually really tragic and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Well, I might watch it.
it's pretty good.
It's well worth. I recommend to everyone to watch Hunter x Hunter because it is just awesome.
You got that? Your homework.
Mm-hmm.
Read it. Or watch it, sorry. You can read it too. It's
Yeah,
just there's
yeah,
manga,
the
but
manga
I'll probably actually read it. I much prefer reading manga.
Well, the manga's
yeah.
gone a little bit further ahead than the anime.
But I also don't like buying them. Or no, I don't like the idea of having to read everyone online, and I can't buy every single manga that I like because there's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like reading it. I prefer reading it than actually watching because usually
Fair enough.
I'm kind of a little bit of a purist that way. But
Cool. Fair enough. I don't think I think the only manga I've read is the Pokemon manga.
that's not even like canon to the series. That's just
No,
like
yeah,
its own
it's
thing,
it's
yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
But it's really good. I really like it.
The only mangas that I've read, I started reading like beyond the end of the anime
Yeah.
for Hunter x Hunter, but I couldn't make myself do it because I really wanted to see it happening. You
Oh,
know,
fair enough.
because while it is very similar, like the style is like uncanny between the manga and the anime. But outside of that, the only one I read was One Punch Man.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen any of that?
I've read the first chapter. Yeah.
Yeah, I read a couple chapters into it, and it's about this guy who just is so completely overpowered that it only takes one punch for him to defeat every enemy. Like,
And it's just about his struggles with that. Like,
it's really, really entertaining. And the anime came out recently.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
amazingly
I've heard very
animated.
good things.
It's
Yeah.
like astonishing, like crazy good animation. Good work.
but it's very good artwork as well, though. In the manga,
Yeah, it is.
It's fantastic artwork.
Mhm.
It's so it's like either
a
way,
well product.
whatever you prefer, it'll be good.
Yeah.
So.
That's good. Well, there you go. Animes, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I've been doing.
How long do we have left?
uh,
Sorry, time will continue.
the other thing that I was doing is I was watching some Game Grumps.
Oh yay!
Which I mentioned to you. I was watching the Sonic Adventure playthrough, and I just ran into the walkthrough controversy.
Oh yeah.
Did
Did you hear about that?
Did you hear about that?
No, but I know they use walkthroughs.
No, it's not that. There's when they're playing the levels as
I haven't watched the Sonic Adventures.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
sorry. Well,
I've seen a
well
whole
what
bunch
it
of
boils down to is they're using a walkthrough and they get very frustrated with the walkthrough.
Oh.
I'm also keeping it quite generic for the listeners. Game Grumps is just people playing, doing a let's play.
Yeah,
basically.
you can't really spoil.
Also the same rule as before. Like, I don't know how you've found us and not found Game Grumps.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
Very true.
Like, I don't think it's even possible.
Yeah.
So anyway, they got very frustrated with a walkthrough for part of the game they were doing, and like Danny said, like this he was saying like this like I'm gonna say who wrote this walkthrough because I think it's so useless that no one should use it, and he did, and like because they were so frustrated, a lot of fans took it upon themselves to harass the guy who wrote the review,
man.
even though he wrote it like 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Like he wrote it in 2004, and he
Jeez.
was like, "Yeah, guys, I was in middle school when I wrote that." And the other thing was that the reason the reason the walkthrough wasn't helpful was because of a piece of information that they didn't realize. So in the levels they were doing, that it was basically like a treasure hunt. They had to find items, and the walkthrough wasn't telling them where the items were. But the reason it wasn't was because the game randomly spawns the items. So the walkthrough like couldn't tell them where it was.
And you just had to follow the arrow.
And you just had to, the point was that you were supposed to find them. And so the walkthrough, all it would say was like, "Oh, this level isn't too big, so you shouldn't have any problems finding them." And that's all it can say because it can't tell you where the things are because they're randomly spawned.
Yeah.
But they didn't realize this, and so they decided that it was the walkthrough's fault.
So
Flipped out.
so they, but they
Yeah.
they realized that they messed up. So they took it down.
Yeah, they took it down and they edited it so that any mention of his name was replaced. Leaped out basically.
I remember watching it and I was just like, hey, where's my Sonic playthrough? Where's Sonic now? And on the day, and then it came out later, and I looked on the Reddit and I was like, where is it?
Yeah, on the subreddit, Danny apologized
Yeah.
for naming the podcast because he said like it was wrong of me to do that.
Well, that's a very Danny thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he wrote like 3 paragraphs explaining how it was a really bad idea.
I love Danny.
Yeah, he was, and he actually went and found the guy who wrote it and apologized to him personally.
That's
He was like,
awesome.
that's like it wasn't okay what I did.
He's so
Oh yeah, he's a really lovely guy.
I have a Danny T-shirt actually. Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen you wear it.
I don't think I showed to you, but I was like, I'm wearing my Green Grumps T-shirt under this. And then,
What am I wearing? I'm wearing a different one every week. Radiohead today.
I'm
Well, that's
wearing
a nice t-shirt.
Zelda. Break pots, get money.
I'm just wearing this T-shirt, but I'm not going to read out what it says because it's pretentious and I hate it. It's actually not my T-shirt.
I'm just going to read it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read it out, but
Fair enough.
That's fine.
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
I'll read it anyway.
We have a matching
No.
mug.
Don't.
Don't. It's not offensive. It's just pretentious.
It's just I don't like it. I disapprove of it as a message. I think that we shouldn't respond to things we disapprove of with negativity. I think
That's
we should
true.
respond with constructive criticism
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
support. Anyway, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I like Donnie too.
He's so awesome.
He seems really lovely.
Yeah, like I relate to him on quite a few things.
You're also really like him, which is just like
Yeah.
you are literally just our Danny. You're like Danny if he wasn't Jewish. I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I think that might be like the only difference.
Yeah.
And age, I guess, but
Yeah,
that
well,
just means you're part of a cloning
yeah,
program.
I'm just not like 70 or something.
70 or something.
Yeah, but like, yeah, because he's a musician and I'm a musician, and he has long curly hair and I have long curly hair, and he occasionally has a beard and I have occasionally have a beard, and he's quite tall and I'm quite tall, and I just keep finding things that I relate really well to him
Yeah.
on. And he opened up on the Wind Waker podcast about some problems he's had with some depression-y stuff.
Oh, interesting.
And, you know, I can relate to that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice that you have
Yeah.
someone to relate to.
Yeah, it kind of look up to as well, because
Mm.
he has a bit of a like rags to relative riches. As
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
thing,
Yeah, like
so-
he's always very aware that he's in a better place now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
so
Like
humble
in
about it.
there was a video. Oh, I can't remember. I think it was one of his. I think it was one of the Dead Rising ones where he like when it ends he talks about a video he did recently, like a song he did, The Hit.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Oh yeah. I love.
With the video.
Have you heard Tupperware Remix Party?
I haven't heard them.
Oh, they are
Oh,
so
no.
good. They are
Really?
so good.
It's-
They are amazing.
It's
fun.
it's a song called The Hit by them, but the video is like this awesome like 8-bit action adventure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's so cool. It's like it's unbelievably
But
rad.
he sings on that song. But
Yeah, he sings in that song. But like he sort of did like a little short video at the end of one of the Game Grumps, just like promoting it, basically saying like
Yeah,
I did this.
sure.
But it's just he seems like a really sweet guy.
Yeah, and
Right.
Ross is a demon, and Barry is
But
lovely. And awesome.
he's a the guy, like they've all said that he's like a walking contradiction, that he's like the nicest guy ever and
Yeah.
the biggest asshole at the same time.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've kind of struggled to understand about Ross. Like, he will like torture someone for hours, but he'll be like, you don't mind this, do you? Like, he still wants to be friends with them, but like, is it because he wants to be friends with them because he wants to be able to torture them and kind of get away with it, or is it like, well, it's definitely not that way, but like subconsciously, is that probably it? I don't know. I like Ross too.
Fair enough.
On a couple his playthrough of like Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time with Barry was one of my favorites.
I haven't seen it.
It's so good. It's really adorable little game where you're these
I know the game.
they're like space guys, and you're running around in this little sphere, and you're
And you have to-
rescuing
yeah.
bunnies.
Yeah, you have to
It's
restore
just-
love
it's
to the
just
universe.
Great. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
that's one of
try, and
my
that's why I went all the way up
No,
to the
that's fair enough.
microphone.
Oh, and Undertale. Undertale's.
I'm not going to
great
watch any
playthrough.
playthroughs of Undertale.
Yeah,
I'd like to
fair
play it
enough.
myself.
And yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
Well, it's a good playthrough, and it's a great game. Well worth playing.
I bought it.
I'm gonna buy it.
I bought it for my brher for his birthday, but I haven't bought it for myself yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for
Oh,
the
nice.
Christmas sales so my brother can buy it for me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I have it on my wish list along
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of Rocksmith DLC because it's actually on sale at the moment.
I
For
need
like
to play-
40% off.
I need to play that game. I need
Yeah,
to go over to
the
the place and play it.
Rocksmith 2014 is on sale now, 50% off.
I can play guitar,
You can indeed.
so I can just play the game.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta know how to play the game.
It's
Guitar.
it's been a huge motivator for me in learning how to play more and more guitar, because there's a thing in it called session mode. I probably have mentioned this before, but I haven't gotten to the episode where I'm like taking down all the notes where I have mentioned this before. But it has a mode in it called session mode, where you basically are given, you like choose a scale and you choose a band and you choose like a tempo and a key, and you just jam around it, and it gives you a little display of like all the notes in the scale on like a couple frets, or you can zoom out and you can expand to the whole fretboard, or zoom in to just like 3 or 4, like to the like most condensed easy way. And it's really, really helpful, and it's pushed me to like, I started writing a song in Phrygian dominant, which was which was the weird one that I suggested you write the next next opening in, and that you said sounded like a sex thing.
Yeah.
On the episodes.
And then I laughed at that part. I was like, I was listening to it and I had my headphones on. I just went like,
Yeah. But yeah, I'm writing a song in Phrygian dominant, and like I put in modulations like they have in that, and it's just a really, really great tool for both songwriting and song learning, and I cannot promote it enough. And they have a live stream every Thursday, which is this evening, which I'm definitely going to watch. It's on around about, I think it's 3 o'clock American Central Time or something.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like 10, 12, between like 10 and 12 o'clock Irish time, GMT. And what was the point I was going to... Oh, and they give out the DLC like for free, and they send out like t-shirts and picks and guitar straps and guitar strings.
Wow.
Like every podcast they give out a set of bass strings and a set of guitar strings and 5 sets of the DLC for that week.
Wow.
And they're just really, really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
speaking
They
of,
sound like some cool guys.
yeah, I want to play it. But speaking of bass, I just finished recording a new EP that I'm actually going to be on.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's all finished up. It's with the Sour Seeds, and we have no name for it, but it's some of the strangest music ever. And it's very different from the stuff, but it's still very much their stuff, and I'm very proud of it. But there's one song where there's like a hole in it, pretty much, for like a guitar solo. And then it was the day that, sorry, I don't know his name, but it was the guy from the Stooges, from Iggy and the Stooges. And he was the sax player. He wasn't Iggy. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was the sax player, and he died that day. And we're like, here, do a sax solo in commemoration of him, and it doesn't have to sound like at all. It doesn't have to sound like at all in like together at all. And like our sax player is a very good sax player. But I guess he's not a shredding sax player, because not a lot of sax players are shredders. So he just threw out the notes, and at the time we were all like, yeah, this is amazing, man. And then like afterwards we kind of like we were hanging around band practice, and the sax player himself went like, Brian, he went like, yeah, I don't really like the sax in that song. And then everyone else is like, actually, yeah, it's not very good. So it's just, we like to say it's just like our engineer Chris, he's just a bad influence on us. So we just like put in a classic guitar solo in there, and it sounds good now. So and we have like girl backing vocalists, we have organ, we have like a lot of stuff, and it sounds really good.
Yeah,
So
I listened to Always Never there a couple times recently, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
As you said, it's very Black Keysy.
Yeah, it is.
But it's well put together.
Yeah,
like engineering is pretty damn good on it.
Oh yeah, it is. And I'm very excited for this one, because it's hasn't even been mixed yet, and it's it's just whatever I listen to is really good. And we have like 2 hip hop sounding songs.
Cool.
So it's very different music from what you would hear from the Sour Seeds already. So I'm happy, and also
fantastic.
I'm singing on it as well.
Woo!
Backing vocals, but
cool,
you can
man.
hear me at one point just by myself. So
Good stuff.
I'm excited.
yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm happy, and I'm playing bass.
You should call it Astronaut Spider.
Astronaut Spider. Whoa, where'd that come
That's
from?
awesome.
I literally just thought of that right there.
Whoa, there we go. Astronaut Spider. It probably won't be called that. Sorry.
No, it's
That's going to be on the list. Someone write it down quick.
That's gonna be on that's my band name now. Nice. What was another band name that we came up with? Infrequent Stabbings.
Yeah. Yeah. Infrequent stabbing.
Any other cool band names you guys got?
Yeah.
That could also be a sex thing.
That would be more frequent stabbing.
You don't want it
because
to
there's
be
a frequency, you know.
You don't want it to be. Oh yeah. You don't want it to be infrequent.
Other band names.
Oh, God.
Shit, now I'm on the spot.
Yeah. Well,
Gas Mask Vertebra.
Gas Mask Vertebrae. That's cool.
I was almost in a band called Vertical Teacup,
Vertical
That's not
decom. I used to have a list of them.
Yeah. Oh,
But a lot of them are just in jokes with me and my mates. But I have a list of them here.
Spider Astronaut, was it?
Astronaut Spider.
Astronaut Spider. That reminded me of a song by Pliny, who's a prog guitarist, and he's been working
Pliny?
for Pliny, Plini,
Pliny.
like Pliny the Elder.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Or
Oh, I
Pliny
see,
the
yeah.
Elder. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, and he's been doing progressive metal-y stuff, kind of jazzy, cool stuff, and he has a song called Wombat Astronaut, which his dad plays on with like an upright double bass.
Oh,
And
cool.
it's quite cool.
That's awesome.
I love all of his stuff. It's awesome.
Stuff like that's always nice.
Mhm.
Like when people collab with their parents and stuff. I always think that's
Yeah.
really sweet.
Yeah.
Well, his dad, like, he would like ask his dad questions. Like when he was younger, he'd say like, "Dad, how should I play this? Just play it however you want to, you know." And that's how he developed his like jazzy style. But like his metal was like what he listened to, so he had a lot of kind of chuggy, heavy stuff. And one of The End of Everything is one of my favorite songs these days. It's well worth a listen.
Fair enough.
And supporting an independent artist.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Yay.
important.
Woo! Do it.
Supporting the independence. Do 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 do.
do 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 do.
Oh yeah, guitar
do
joke.
do 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 do. I'm being independent now. I'm playing some music.
You're playing independently.
Yeah, I'll be independently from you guys. I don't need you guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna be indie, completely indie.
That's the only way to go. Just on your own in a
Mhm.
box.
In a
With
box.
With
Yeah.
a connection, the internet, and a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, independent from society and music and
Just
you
raise
just-
an
just
animal
sit-
to play guitar.
sitting quietly in a box. That's independent music.
Sighing occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
good
that's cheerful.
That's the indie music scene. Yeah.
That's music time with Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim time.
Do-do-do-do.
I've always wanted Tim's show to be called Tim time.
Yeah, I'll do it eventually.
Yeah.
Wait, Tim's show, is he going to break up? He's going to leave?
No,
Yeah, he's
that's
gonna-
going to be my show on the channel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have a channel with nothing on it.
We need more
We
content.
need things on it.
And it's going to happen.
And it's gonna be
Things are in the works, definitely.
Tim
Yeah.
time. Dan's show.
Mikey's masterpieces.
I like that it's just called, yeah, it's like, it's not even a joke. It's
Tim
just
time. Mikey's masterpieces and Dan's show. I
Dan's
guess.
show.
Dan.
Like
Hello,
in
welcome
parentheses.
to
I
Dan's
guess.
show.
It has to be in a monotone. Do it in a monotone. That would be amazing.
Welcome to Dan's show.
Just
Hey,
really
no,
close to the mic, like ASMR kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, hey, welcome to Dan's show.
That's not monotone.
But it has to be like really deep and bass.
What up to this show?
That could be like your practice for your mouth bass. Do you remember
God.
episode one?
we are throwing back there.
That's a lot.
And I just kind
time
of
ago.
went back in my seat there for like added effect.
Yeah.
You're gonna disappear into the background.
Lots of
Yeah.
visual humor for this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. So much visual humor. Why?
Mhm.
Because it's, because we're just chatting.
I think
Visual humor.
we might someday not evolve, but maybe like one show we'll just do a visual
well-
show where we're at a table with actual coffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Actual coffee.
that'll be my last show ever. Because I can't drink coffee,
Yeah.
but I will be
Yeah.
forced to live on air.
Well, we can
And
just
I'll
give you like a cup of like brown water. You
Just not drink coffee. It's fine.
don't have to drink it.
No, I have to. I've committed to this now. I'm
Yeah.
on coffee and chats.
Yeah, Tim can't drink coffee, and he's on coffee and chats.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know why. Like,
Why-
we
why
do
I
know.
can't or
we
why
know.
I'm here?
No, why you're here. Oh, we do know why he's here. He's a nice guy, and we want him on the show. But seriously, like
I mean,
in the canon of coffee and chats, how come he's on coffee and chats?
I mean, in the canon of coffee and chats, we don't drink coffee either.
We did last time.
We did. That's true.
Episode 8.
We drank beer one episode actually.
Yeah.
That was good
That was exciting.
times. But
Oh my
if
word.
you really want to know why I can't drink coffee, it's because I have a heart conditioning thing where, because I'm so tall, my heart can't quite handle like
Yeah,
pumping blood all the
everywhere.
way.
yeah.
And if I have caffeine, it could, like, I've never had anything with caffeine in it more than like a 500 milliliter bottle of Coke. Like, if I have too much caffeine, my heart could just freak out and stop. Like, I could just have a heart attack.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like brush your teeth, because sugar will rot your teeth. Like, you can get away with a couple days
Yeah.
of not brushing your teeth. Like, I don't know if it's so severe that if I have if I go beyond like
Yeah, I
my
got what you mean.
threshold
Yeah,
of
yeah.
exercise, or like if I have too much caffeine, will I just die?
Yeah.
Like, will my teeth all fall out if I don't brush my teeth?
Don't die.
I don't want to.
Don't die,
Excellent.
Tim. Please.
I'll do my best.
All right. I don't care what you think. I don't want you to die. All right.
Hey, this isn't about you, man. What about
Stop
the
being so
podcast?
fucking selfish, dick. Fuck you, Tim.
Like, comment, subscribe if you don't want Tim to die.
Every single person who watches the episode that doesn't subscribe, I'm going to assume wants me to die.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Oh, good
Tim's
times.
cool. Tim's cool.
But yeah. That's
And
kind of why.
you don't have to drink coffee on coffee. And
I'll
chats.
do my best not to.
Well, no, just you don't. Don't do your.
Sometimes I forget. You guys are gonna have to. Like, hey, you guys want to do coffee chats? Got coffee? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll have some.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Tim. No.
No, bad Tim.
Oh.
No.
Oh, man.
Gotta get out the
times.
newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys will likely save my life. sometime.
Podcast schmoes kill podcast brother. That's on the newspaper, by the way.
which is it's also like in a secretive way that you could like murder me quietly.
Oh,
like,
right.
You could like crush up like a caffeine pill into
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my daily glass of water.
If you ever wanted to kill Tim, there you go.
There you go. Perfect. The perfect crime. Because anybody could do that.
Should we get rid of this part just all together?
Yeah.
Should we just like throw it out the window?
Just
No,
where
I'm
we
fine.
talk about murdering Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm cool with it.
I don't know if people are cool with that.
They might be, but fuck it.
Wow, there it is.
Wow, man.
I mean, I guess it's for him to decide,
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Doodaloo doo 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 doo.
Welcome to Coffee Out.
Start again. We're doing the episode again.
Yeah, no, erase it. Click, click, click.
All right, everyone, go back to page 1 of your scripts.
Part 1.
Take out
Coffee
those
and
pages.
chats.
Yeah, whoever wrote this script for us was an asshole.
Act 1, Scene 1. Hello, welcome
Three
to Coffee.
Schmoes record a podcast.
Good times. I'm enjoying this.
Is
one.
that
This one's fun.
is that in Shakespeare, or is that in older books where, like, at the start of every chapter there's like a summary of what happened in the chapter? Do you guys remember stuff like that? Like, I think that's in old
happens
classic
in
novels.
Terry Pratchett novels.
Yeah,
as
it
far as
does,
I know.
but I think it's a reference in Terry Pratchett to the older. There was like an old, like, I think old classic novels did that. Like, I think I don't know if Moby Dick did it, but I think some old books did, and that's what it's a reference to. But yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. In which our hero discovers that the truth is banana, and then you're like, oh well, come on, man, I want to read it.
The truth is never banana.
The truth is never.
Dude, spoilers.
The truth is banana.
Oh,
Wow.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Cake is a lie.
The truth is out there.
Adventure is out there.
Adventure is you.
Wow.
Wait, what?
That's a very tagline for like a movie or something.
Adventure is you.
Or
It's
like for
an interactive like VR movie.
or
in
no,
the
for
future.
or maybe like a theme park.
Ah,
Come
yeah,
now to Fun World. Adventure is you.
I don't know how I'd feel about something saying adventure is me.
Adventure. Well, adventure is me is really really bad grammar.
Yeah.
I can't quite fault it. It sounds really wrong to say adventure is you. Like it
But
sounds.
it feels so
wrong.
right.
But I can't quite tell you
Yeah.
what is wrong with it. My friend Charlotte definitely could. Shout out to Charlotte again.
Woo!
That's 2 for 1. Wait, no, it's me. So.
Also, we also shouted out to her in the episode that doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, we did.
So
Mhm.
another
Wait,
one.
what?
Yeah,
No. In the episode me and Tim did, we gave a shout out to her.
yeah.
And
you would have learned about your Christmas present. But
I like to
nope.
think.
oh yeah, I like to think this is like weird conspiracy now that Tim just like accidentally mentioned your present and. Now and he's just like delete it, even though we just can't get rid of that one part. He's like, no, delete the entire
Kill the
episode.
Wipe it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Like present spoilers, jeez,
Present
dude.
spoilers.
What are you guys gonna get for Christmas? Do you think? Do you have any idea what you want?
I know my older brother always gets me video games. Like he looks at my wish list and just kind of click, 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 click.
Yeah,
Happy
makes sense.
Christmas, and that's totally cool.
I'm getting a tattoo. with my brother and sister.
Holy! Is this the one you've mentioned before?
Yeah, myself, my brother, and my sister are going to get the Triforce, the three of us.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Have you heard about that? Have you not heard
No,
about that?
that is so cool.
And we're all gonna get a different, we're all a piece of a different piece of the
Yeah,
Triforce.
well, who's knowledge and power? And
I assume that your sister is
my sister's wisdom because obviously
because she has a PhD.
Oh, okay.
She has a PhD.
She's a doctor.
Okay.
She's Doctor DC.
And,
she's one of the two Doctor DCs.
I guess my brother's power because he's the older brother, and I'm
makes you
courage.
Courage.
And I'm courage. I'm Link.
Yeah.
Even though he's more courageous than me for going out and living in America and doing stuff like that.
Living in America. Sorry.
Oh wow! Wow!
I'm gonna let you finish.
Wow! I see no Apollo Creed fighting here. All right.
Takes courage.
Yeah.
Courage.
It does. Courage. It takes porridge to do that. No, but I think I'm courage anyway. And we're all gonna get a different Triforce. I think I might get like a sword and shield too at mine.
Cool.
Cool.
Or just a regular one. So, but I think my I'm going to be getting that.
You're gonna get it as a tramp stamp.
Yeah, it's just right there.
No, the left butt cheek.
Nice.
Where will you get your tattoo?
On my chest.
On your chest?
Yeah,
Cool.
on my. If you're looking at me, it'll be on my right chest. I think either there or my left chest.
So on your left pictorial?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
If
What
we're
do you-
being anatomically correct.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about you, Tim? What do you think of tattoos?
I'm cool with them. I'm not sure I would ever get one. Like, I've been super committed to the band Muse for years and years.
You have, it's true.
And that's the only one that I've considered getting, like,
Yeah.
as a tattoo. Because, I mean, I love dragons and stuff as well, and I'd consider getting a dragon one, but, like, I don't know, I'm not super pushed to
Not
get a
super
tattoo.
pushed.
Yeah, I love samurais. I need to get a samurai thing actually.
Yeah.
So.
Samurais, badass.
I always think it's, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I always think it's strange when people get tattoos on places that they can't see.
If they can't see, like on the back of the neck.
Like on the back of the neck or things like that. I always think that's kind of strange because
I was thinking of getting a tattoo in the back of my neck. Actually, I was going to get the brand of the sacrifice from Berserk, and basically about that is that they get a brand, and some people have brands, and basically demons attack them when they have that brand.
Okay, cool.
And I wanted to get that because it kind of the story. It shows that like you will go through struggles, but you will fight on. That's pretty much the theme of the story. And I've always wanted to get that. And the main character Guts has his in the back of his neck.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of doing that, but yeah, I do get it if you get like writing or something, and you don't see, you can't see unless you have a mirror, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I were to get a tattoo, I'd rather get it somewhere I can look at it. But maybe that's because I feel like ultimately, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the way I look at tattoos. Like maybe some people are like, oh well, it's self-expression, and I don't need to see my own expressions. But
I might get the Illuminati triangle on the back of my hand.
Illuminati confirmed.
Or maybe a teardrop under my eye,
Yeah.
wait, what is that? Doesn't that mean something?
Yeah, it means you've murdered someone.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure that's.
I'm going to
Murdered my
get
dreams.
Tim on my back.
Wow.
Wait, all of him?
Yeah, just all of Tim. The entire he's got to squish him down a bit, so he's gonna look like a little.
to
I'm gonna have to
scale.
be a little.
He's gonna look like a.
I'll like crouch into a ball.
But it's gonna be like a really like badly compressed like photo of him, and I just want exactly that badly compressed photo. Do you know when you save a photo on Google Images, but you save the wrong photo instead of clicking onto it, and you end up saving like a really tiny photo?
Yeah.
I want that little photo.
Yeah.
Like really pixelated.
A real pixelated photo of Tim on my back,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be just Tim dot.
My current
JPEG.
profile picture, which is me as Danny Sexbine.
Yeah.
Just looking like all shapey and stuff. Throwing shapes.
Throwing shapes.
What about you? Any more on tattoos with you, John?
I don't know what kind of tattoo I get. I don't know what clothes I'm committed enough to get tattooed on my bidet.
That should be another show. Tattoos with Dan.
Yeah.
What?
Tuesdays after Dan show.
What would it be? Would it just be me talking about tattoos? Would it just be me opening, like, going Google image search tattoo and just going, yeah, it's all right. I don't like
Search
that
along
one.
with me. Like,
That's
like screen capturing, like so
Oh,
the people can
God.
actually see.
That's a
Because
good
everybody's
one.
Google search is different. Every person.
Oh yeah, of course.
If they have an account.
Oh wow.
Or even an IP address.
Yeah. Based on your location, and also they try to base it on your preferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if I still want this one, but I'll probably Like if I find a proper good design, I'll.
Proper.
But no, like it's a very. I'm kind of scared to get it, but you know, that's what it's all about. I think.
Fair
So,
enough. I've heard it's a lot less painful than you think. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Well, it
That
depends on the part
Oh
of the
yeah,
body,
it does
but the
depend on the part of the body.
back is a good
I have heard that you think it's going to hurt a lot and it only hurts a bit.
yeah, I was told that like don't like if you don't not get a tattoo because it's gonna hurt in the one area because it's just like it'll hurt everywhere and it'll be cool afterwards. So.
Okay.
But anyway, Coffee and Chats episode 8.
Wait, no, this is 9.
9.
10.
No.
Oh, this is 9, yeah.
Coffee and Chats episode 9.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm going to let you finish first.
Right. I'm going to do all this, man. I haven't been on a podcast in a while now.
Yeah,
for
sure.
one episode.
Go for it.
All right.
Go to town.
Guys, thank you so much for joining. Or can I end this?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I forgot to actually tell you. Can I end this?
Just took control there for
Yeah,
a second.
I'm taking control.
No, it's kind of hot. Go for it.
Freaking
I like a man who just...
I like a good Phrygian dominant. Yes, you may finish the podcast.
Thank you so much for joining us for Coffee and Chats. If you liked this, give us a like. Give us a comment. Say whatever you want in that comment. I don't care. Say Tim has nice hair today. It'll be weird because he does have a nice hair today, but you can't see it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos or for more podcasts at this moment, but for like the possibility of a video coming out.
Yeah.
Next
for the-
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry, Dan.
No, yeah.
Oh, sorry to continue on.
Absolutely. We
but
are
no.
in full agreement.
But videos will for more of this podcast and for more podcast channel. We have plenty more shows we want to do. And if you want to, if you think that this is good for some reason and you want to share with someone, that'll be great too. That actually really helps.
Up to date.
Because we like doing this, so if
Yeah,
people
right.
listen to it, we can do it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a couple different things that are going to happen if people like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I'll do my John Wayne thing. I'll realize that people don't want to kill me.
Yeah.
I'm still super excited about the John Wayne thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll look up famous quotes.
oh yes.
just misquote him. That's what'll be funnier. Like just.
I'll just do a voice like him.
Hell,
I'll have to
Bram.
watch a couple movies. Bro, Grum. Yeah,
Sorry.
good times.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
thank you for joining us and have a good day.
Have a good day.
Have a bad day.
Tim!
I'm sorry, have a good day. I was kidding.